Okay, class, this is our last boot camp video. For this particular video, we are doing polynomials. So we are adding, subtracting, and multiplying. Whenever we are adding polynomials, we want to just combine the like terms. We want to line them up. So this x squared can match up with that x squared. This 7 can match up with this 7. And this -4 can match up with that -4. And then you just combine. So this is 5x cubed. It doesn't have anything to combine with. -2 and -4 make -6. X squared plus 3 more x squareds would be 4x squared. And then 14. A lot of times on your end of course exam, your answers will be written in standard form, meaning the powers go from biggest power to smallest. So I just rearranged those two. Let's try another one. Line up the things that match up. So this x squared can match up with that x squared. This -6 can match up with that -5. So I have x squared plus 1 more x squared, 3x squared. This x doesn't have anything to combine with, so it stays the same. And -5 minus 6 is -11. Watch your negatives when you do this, especially. When you are subtracting polynomials, your first step should always be to distribute the negative sign to all numbers in what would be like your second polynomial. Or if you had 3 polynomials, it would be your third. And then you just need to line them up again. So I'm going to match up this 2x cubed with that 2x cubed, this +4 with that 8, and this -3 with that 4x. -2x cubed plus +2x cubed ends up just being 0, which is fine. Happens sometimes. 5x squared doesn't combine with anything. I have a +12. And then -4 minus 3 is -6. I'll rearrange it so it's in standard form. Again, because typically that's how your answers will look. Let's try again. Distributing and distributing and distributing and distributing. Whenever you distribute a negative, all the signs change. And then you want to start lining things up again. It really doesn't matter which way you line them up. But I'll take this -x cubed and stick it underneath this 6x cubed. I'll take this 3x and stick it underneath that one. This 4x squared, -4x squared, doesn't really have anything to combine with. So I'm just going to write it over here so I don't forget about it. And then the -1 goes with the -3. And now I combine, I add. So -6 and -2 make -8. 5 and 3 make 8. -3 and -1 make 4. This -4x squared that I wrote down here so I wouldn't forget about it doesn't have anything to combine with. So it'll stay the same. And then again, I'll rewrite them in numerical order by power, just because that's typically how you see them written. Flip your page over. Now we're talking about multiplying. A lot of times when we're talking about multiplying, we end up calling them box problems because we make little boxes. Since you have 3 terms here and 1 term on the outside, you'll make a 1 by 3 box. You put your -4x squared there, and then you have your x squared, your -2, and your -3. Now you multiply. You do not add here. So -4x squared and x squared would be -4x. You add the powers, so that would be the 4th. -4x squared times -2x. So you do 4 times -2, which is 8. X squared times x, which is x cubed. And then the last one, -4x squared times -3 is -12x squared. If there were any like terms in here, you should combine them, but there are not. So this is your answer. Here, you have 2 boxes that you need to make. This is a 2 by 2 box problem. It doesn't matter which way you write your graphs or your boxes. Just make sure that 2x plus 1 goes on one side and x plus 2 goes on the other. This is 2x times x, which is 2x squared. X times x is always x squared. 2x times 2, which is 4x. X times 1, which is just plain old x. And then 2 times 1, which is 2. Here we have some like terms that we can combine. I have 2x squared. Here I add. 4x's plus 1 more x gives me 5x plus 2. Here, do not just square both numbers. That is incorrect. This is also a 2 by 2 box problem. You have 3x minus 2 times 3x minus 2. So you get 9x squared, because x times x is x squared. 3x times negative 2 is negative 6. 3x times negative 2 again is also negative 6. And then negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. Your answer, you got to combine your like terms. 9x squared minus 12x plus 4. And I'll let you try that last one on your own.